Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is your first officer speaking once again in the flight deck, and we hope you had a pleasant journey with us for the time being. And if you might have noticed, we just started our descent into Singapore, and we can expect to be on the ground in around 30 minutes or less. The latest weather report shows that the cloudy skies and winds at 110 degrees with 11 knots, with a temperature of 27 degrees Celsius or 81 degrees Fahrenheit for our American friends. The local time in Singapore is currently 10:49 in the evening, and we can expect to arrive slightly or 17 minutes behind schedule, and we'll be landing on runway 02 left, which is out of season for this time, but the winds show that we should use the runway 02 today. The taxi to our gate should be fairly moderate, not too long but not too short. Please make sure your seat belts are fastened when seated. The cabin crew will be coming through the cabin to ensure all passengers are safely in the seats for landing. On behalf of the captain and all of us here, would like to thank you for flying with Singapore Airlines Virtual, and we hope to see you once again, and thank you for making us part of your travel plans. Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Thank you. Okay. PA made. Traffic call has been made as well. Hoorah! Sorry, it's a bit loud. Hoorah! Hoorah! Good. Still a bit loud? Yeah, they should be fine. Just playing around with audio. Let's align ourselves. Go. Super signs are on. Broadband network is still connected.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your second captain speaking.
As when we pass 10,000 feet, we're going to turn off the Wi-Fi, because that's standard, I think, according from the times I've flown with SIA in real life. I'm not part of the crew, just have to like state that. Yeah, indeed.
We should be arriving to our destination in around 30 minutes, even earlier if the traffic is not very rough.
Very dark. And I just messed up my camera angle. Oh boy. A lot of lightning. This has been throughout the entire flight today. What's that? Yeah, that's fine. We'll be doing autobrakes 3. We're going to be vacating via Whiskey 5 as 6,500 feet. The runway is remaining from there on. This ring we see here, that is the ring for Kuala Lumpur. Yo. So in case you have a problem, you have to divert, and Singapore's not an option, or Paya Lebar, whichever 15 nautical mile ring around, we could just go Kuala Lumpur if you're within this ring. If not, then how? Anyways, probably do a Ham Nadim for that version, but it's not the case today. We've been airborne for 7 hours and 33 minutes, if those who are wondering. Actually, airborne for 7 hours and 27. 33 is when we started pushback. Yep. Very thundery outside. Lightning, where are you? Oh, there's him. Cool. What's the traffic situation looking like? We have one departure from Seletar. Who's this? You flew from Sanya. It's a Seletar. Wow, that's an interesting flight.
All passengers are to turn off complete custom declaration form.
And we have 2 departures, Singapore, and 1 flight plan being still filed. So the reason why we did not make a direct here is because there's some severe, some moderate precipitation down our left. Oh, look at the Milky Way. Pretty neat. So, something I would love to show you guys, for those who watched our entire, who's gonna watch our entire approach. Look at this, part of SIA Virtual. Welcome home SQ212, that's us, ETA 1520, which is, yeah, so we are actually arriving 3 minutes ahead of that schedule, but we, when we departed, was scheduled for pushback, we were actually 20 minutes delayed. Anyways, we have SATS, Alpha Delta Golf Sierra, handling at Bay Echo 7. Echo 7. Which terminal's Echo 7 again? Oh yeah, that's terminal the north east. Terminal 2. Yep, Terminal 2. Cool. Not much to say. Echo 7, so we'll be vacating via Whiskey 5, taxi Quebec, Papa 7 to Bay Echo 7. It's very simple. I love that taxiway because it's like you don't have to make any left or right turns upon vacation of the runway. Some speed brakes. You just carry on straight onto Quebec, which is always neat. Let's put some speed brakes on to stay on the vertical profile. MSFF. Sorry, I was gone. What the heck? Our autothrottlers loved. Oh my lord! Look at the precipitation on our left. That's such a responder. Same it a bit down. Oh lord. Oh boy. The transition level is going to be flight level 130. Standard for Singapore. Wow. That is not the best weather, I must say. Dude! Are you sure it's this bad? Nah, it's probably not that bad. Some very bad weather. It's not just on our left, which is what Vatsim radar is showing. Yeah. That's not accurate, is it? Autophotos are acting up. Okay, let's hope this Singapore 9066 is following his altitude restriction. Or else we might have a problem. This is almost a very simple approach. It's just a 90-degree turn that we need to do. Over at... It's alright. Go plan mode a bit one last time. So I made my own waypoint so I can stay in LNAV, which is pretty neat. It's 02 left, 02. So that's 02 left is the runway, which we're using by the way. And we just put a custom fix. Here comes the landing music, my favorite. No need for that Travis Scott and all those like fancy artists. You listen to Singapore Airlines landing music, boarding music and lounge music. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to listen to. Nothing else. Yeah. That's me. Alright, traffic is passed on our left. He's going to be going right through the heart of that storm. Or weather, not storm. Singapore 9066 to Sakana Herta. Flying at 350. It is check. Latest information, whiskey, visibility 10k and plus. Cloud 1600. Broken 15,000. Temperature 27. Condition 1012. Set. Oh. Went up to 3 now. Where you want 2. Good. This was a quite long flight. We are just reaching the 8-hour mark. Usually this flight should take around 7 hours and 20 minutes, but we had some very strong left crosswinds on our flight. It was 150 knots, 100 knots. Yeah. Not the best. Okay, I think because in the Airbus aircraft there is a way you can like reduce the strength. Oh, maybe this is a grain of the weather, so then you can actually see a flight plan a little bit better. Kinda helps. Not really. Because the weather is kind of very strong and I really can't see the flight plan. So I'm looking for the 8 and 4 nautical mile wings, the speed restrictions that we have, so 180 speed 180 till 8 and then 150 thereafter until 4. And 4 we put LVS speed, which is +5 we're doing. So 137 plus 5 then 142. Yep. I can do addition. Let's go. Dubs. We only take W's. We know how to do addition. Ah, yeah. I'm looking forward for this landing because I've been practicing a lot. Lots of lightning. Wow. The weather seems to be clearing up a bit, slightly. It's turning into a green severity, not yellow. 11,000 feet, not flight level because we passed the point in time where we switch from level to altitude, which is the transition altitude, or the transition level if you are arriving. No, if you're arriving in Singapore's altitude, and if you're departing its level, I think. Yeah. I always get mixed up. Okay, passing soon, 10,000 feet. Landing lights, turn off lights, logo and wing. Why are my strobes just turning off? It's like the third time this flight I need to manually put them on. Passing 10,000. Wow. We are like a beacon in the sky. The red light and the beacon, you get it? That's funny. I know, you don't have to tell me. Whoa, beefy thunder. I hope all the best for this landing. I don't know. It could be bad. I think all the passengers are not listening to these comms. Pilot saying, this could be a bad landing. That's not really reassuring, you know. Anyways, we'll be flying over Batam in a few moments, if we can see it. Don't have a lot of cloud cover, so maybe not. But earlier, like a few hours ago, there was a huge amount of traffic. The most amount of traffic I've seen from Batam ever. There was like 4 departures. A 330 and 3 737s. And actually 5 departures. 1 330-900, 4 737-800s, and 1 A320neo from Batik, which I flew on a few weeks ago. Not from Batam, it was from Singapore to Soekarno-Hatta. And then from Soekarno-Hatta to Labuan Bajo, which is near Komodo National Park. If you know the Komodo dragons, that's one of the only 2 places that they are really naturally found. Komodo Island and then Rinca Island. Flaps 5. Speedcheck Flaps 5. Oops. Shoot. Runway change. Runway change, runway change. Whoa. Direct over. Let's do beep pop actually. So this is where you can make the custom fix. This is a great example. You put the heading that the fix, your custom fix is going to be, and then you put the distance away. So I think here we put 13. No, that does not look right. Runway, the heading we wanted on 12.2. Oh. No, we should probably put 12. No, 112. That's how you do it. That was a nicely handled runway change, in my opinion. I'll say one of the first runway changes that I've actually done on the network. Alright, so LF check. Is the intercepts? Yeah, so what I think I'm gonna put 3,500. Cool. And we need to go fix because we have a fix that is determining our misapproach heading. And it's not going to be 335 because that was for 02. It's going to be 023, I think. No, 0203. It's just a runway heading. It's always good as a reminder. Just letting you guys know. Thought I was reducing because we're going to be having a speed restriction at Bebop at 190 knots. And the performance calculations are going to be the same. We'll just double check. Because we're going to be vacating the Whiskey 6.
Cabin for landing.
No. We're going to still be doing planning for Whiskey 7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Slightly longer. Let me just you know, final checks. So if you want to do 7,000 feet, which is for Whiskey 7. Good, that's going to be AutoBrakes 3. What if we do AutoBrakes 2? No, it's not going to work. So we're going to stay with AutoBrakes 3.
Singapore 22, taking off runway 02 Central Singapore 22 traffic.
Singapore traffic, Singapore 212, we are on the right downwind runway 20 right, runway change, just to let you know. So we have the departure of Singapore 22. He is flying a 787 to Newark.
Cabin crew to landing station, please. Thank you.
Okay, something is off. Alright, flaps 15, speed check flaps 15. Hopefully we can be on final before he is airborne. I am not too certain about that's gonna happen because he's already he's landing up on the runway. ATC would definitely not allow this. This is a Vatsim situation. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be right there around. Let's hope he has a really high climb profile. Because, yeah, things are not gonna end up well if he's climbing at like 1 degree. Just don't worry, it is a virtual simulator after all. Some people don't take it as seriously as others. I let him know that there was a runway change, but he, yeah. Whatever. Some people. You could have a TA or a right, yeah. I'm the one that's gonna have to file an ASR, him not, so. Alright, localizer, arm. Is that him? Yep, that's him. Alright, localizer. Singapore traffic, Singapore 212, we establish localizer, runway 20 right, Singapore traffic. Speed 180, flaps 20, speed check flaps 20. It's gonna be close. Oh, he's already ways above me, that's alright. That's good, it's good. But my displaced localizer is still there. Oh, he's climbing, wow. So flight to Newark? I would not expect them to have that high of a climb rating. Alright, gear down. Okay. Approach. Armed the approach. Approach is armed. Okay, we're gonna go flaps 25, speed check flaps 25. LS speed brake. Checked. And glide slope in Singapore traffic, Singapore 212. We are fully established. ILS runway 20 right. Final call. Landing runway 20 right. Singapore traffic. Just making sure the other guy knows. 3160. Flaps full. Speed check flaps full. Low relief. I don't know why that's there. Flaps full is 180 knots. We were way past 180 by then. Okay, landing lights on. Oops. Sorry, approach checklist. Sorry if I forgot to do that. Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete. Setting viewer speed 142. Alright, let's do a good job on the landing. Alright, missed approach, altitude is 5,000. Go on altitude, go on track side 230. Okay. Autopilot, disconnect my controls. Check stable and we're clear to land. Left crosswind 11 knots. Checked. Showing 3 whites. Correcting. That weird engine noise. That's fine. I feel my frame's dying right now. That's fine. Four checked.
300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continue.
$50, $30, $20, $10.
My auto throttle just did not want to go idle there, but that's fine. Alright, speed brakes up, reverse screen, and decel. That was a lot of crabbing at the end. Not my proudest landing. Frames have been terrible as well. 60 knots, reverse disengage. Manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Singapore, and for all residents of Singapore, a warm welcome home. Okay, not my job to say that, but I love saying it. We're gonna vacate left on to Whiskey. Singapore traffic, Singapore 212, we have vacated runway 20 right via Whiskey 7, taxiing via Whiskey Quebec Papa 7, Bay Echo 27, Singapore, correction, Bay Echo 7, Singapore traffic. Good, I caught myself there. This Echo 27 is one of my favorite bays. Alright. Flaps up. Captain's clock. TA. Lights, landing lights off, strobe off, wing off, APU start. FD's off. Nicely done. Whoa. Okay. Moment of truth, what was the landing? Oh, I don't want to see it. I have a feeling it's not that good. Yep. All my training, all my nights of, like, honestly, I've been practicing for 3 hours straight at night until like 1 AM. For what? Huh? For 200 FPM landing, dude. Dude, oh my god. Dude, oh my god. Having my frames be at 10 FPS is not helping. In fact, it's making my judgment a whole lot harder. Then there's like a half a second delay from all my inputs. And the new GPU costs what? 1,400? The one that has good VRAM? The one that has good VRAM? The one that's not just 12 gigabytes? What, 16, maybe 20? Dude. Man. At least my shorts have been performing a bit better. Like my Instagram shorts and my YouTube shorts as well. They've been performing well. They got 4,000 views around there. Well, my YouTube has been around 10 views, maybe 100 maximum each. So GPU memory capacity basically means VRAM, if you guys didn't know. And on final, I don't think you guys noticed, but my throttles were not going to idle. They should be going at idle maybe 30 feet. And not at 10. But anyways. What can a Sol 777 pilot, virtual pilot do? This, if you're wondering, is Terminal 1. As the only, I think, visible, but you don't have to buy a plane ticket, viewing gallery. It is this whole upper deck here. It in fact has a child playground on the right hand corner. It's being blocked by this thing, but as yeah, if you never visited Changi, I really suggest you to. It's an amazing airport, the best airport in the world, full stop. Doha, whatever, Doha, man. They copy Singapore with their little waterfall. Which is called the vortex. It's not just called the waterfall, but it's the vortex. Yeah. I was 6 minutes behind schedule. It's fun. So this is Terminal 2. Welcome to the Terminal 2 territory. Whoa, sorry. I moved it not even a millimeter this time. So trying to get out to our destination, you know. And in theory, that warning should not even show up because the auto brake is off. It shouts to you because you think you're going to be taking off even with no flaps on. But it also has something to do with the auto brake. It's, don't ask me how, but that's all I know. Something to do with the auto brake, and it's being armed, but it's not really, it's off. So it's something wrong on the logic of PMDG there. If you are PMDG beta tester, please tell me why that is. Oh. Oh shoot. Echo 7 is in the other side of Terminal 1. Terminal 2, I mean. Again, it went up to like 60% and 1. No, that is not what I'm looking for. Stop, I'm doing 8 knots. It's within the 10 knot limit of tuning. Again. If you would see my physical throttle, I'm moving it not even a millimeter. And I'm not under exaggerating. At this point, I don't even care, I just want to get to the gate. So we're on taxiway Tango, which we did not announce to Unicom traffic, but that's fine. Echo 7 is one right here, so that's why I thought it was going to be the other side of this wing. That was my bad. We added like 2 minutes to our time. Anyways, we were already delayed. Not that, this. Oops, sorry. We still have power. What a terrible lineup. Terrible. Could not have done even worse even if I tried. I think we're going for the second outmost one. Chit-chat is casually assaulting us. And halt. Thank you. Chocks, please. No, don't do chocks because you'll be sucked by my engines. Engines 1, 2 to cut off. And that's going to conclude this 8 hours and 10-minute long flight. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone on board for bearing with our 10-minute delay. But it is to be expected, huh?
You need to stop engines to request ground services.
So that's going to conclude the video as well as this flight. Thanks for watching. For those who sticked around for the whole enduring, I don't know how long, too long. Thank you for doing that, and we will see you and catch you on to the next flight, and where that is to, I don't know. You may give some suggestions, but it has to be a 777 from SIA approved route that is flying as of right now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. See ya!